Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, welcome back. This pick a card reading will be what is the current gossip about you. So you'll be choosing from the images in my thumbnail. Pile 1 will be Dracula, pile 2 will be Adrian, and pile 3 will be Trevor Belmont. You have the Six of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So people are definitely gossiping about your success. They're talking about how much you've changed, how much you've grown. It seems like you left a lot of people behind, but it was mainly because they weren't trying to grow with you. You may have got irritated with friends and family because they weren't trying to change their situation. They weren't trying to work and build something for themselves. I feel like initially you didn't want to do this alone, but you realized you had to. You realize the only way that you'll be able to reach the Six of Wands and your Ace of Cups is going after it yourself and making it to the top by yourself. You have people definitely gossiping, saying that they feel bad because they didn't listen to you or they didn't support you as much as they should have. They feel like at the end of the day you end up getting what you wanted, but it could be kind of bittersweet for you because you had to cut a lot of people off. You have the King of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. This seems like these are more so like family and friends that are gossiping about you. They're trying to figure out, can they offer you some type of advice? Is it too late for them to come around and try to help you with something? They have some ideas that they think will really benefit you, but they do feel like you may not listen to them or you may not care to take any of their advice. They feel like you could still be upset. So they're trying to find a way to make something up to you, apologize, as well as offer you something. But they're gossiping, saying that you're not open to communicating with them, at least not right now. They could also be saying that you're still upset. Even if you reached this goal a while ago, they feel like you're still upset at them. They're saying that they understand how you feel, and they're talking about how you're most likely feeling like it's pointless to reconcile with them because they didn't believe in you before you got to where you are. So what's the point of trying to talk about an idea or, some type of creative endeavor now when they didn't support you before you made it? And if you're not already in this position, this could be where you're going to be in the next couple of months. This could be coming in very quickly for you, the next 6 to 7 months. Some of you, the summertime could be very significant as well. But you have a lot of people gossiping. Like I said, mainly your family and friends, trying to figure out how can they reconcile with you, how can they get you to at least talk to them again or hear their apology, and they hope that you will let them make it up to you. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, the gossip here is mainly about your money, your earnings, whatever your materialistic gains have been over the past couple of months or years. This is what they're talking about. They also want you to share with them. So although they're coming to you with some type of idea or even wanting to reconcile with you or trying to offer some type of help, they still want something in return. You may notice immediately that it doesn't feel genuine. They're just coming around because they see that you made it and now they want a piece of what you worked hard for. Some of you may reconcile with a few people only under the condition that they're already in a successful place in their life. You don't want to have lazy people around you or people that are complaining, people that aren't trying to get up and get it themselves. I'm not really getting you being a selfish person. You just want to have people around you who are like-minded, people who work as hard, people who hustle, and they don't make excuses because that's how you got to where you are, or that's how you're about to reach your goals and your dreams. I will also say be mindful of these people trying to come back around, because it seems like they may work hard to get you to talk to them again, but then once they're back in your life, they're going to get lazy or get too comfortable and expect for you to kind of pick up the slack. And I feel like most of you are already aware of this, and that's why you moved away in the first place with the Six of Swords. But they're mainly talking about your earnings, your success, how happy you are. They do feel like you may be lonely, and they may try to use that as well as a way for them to kind of ease back in. And although they feel guilty for not supporting you from the beginning, it doesn't really seem like they're coming back around with any type of apology or any type of genuine conversation. It's more so about business. I feel like it would be a decent investment depending on whose offer you end up taking. But ultimately, you know, it's up to you. So once again, these are mainly family and friends, and they're talking about how successful you have become and how they want to try to find a way for you to come back together again. Yeah, you have the Knight of Cups. It doesn't seem very genuine. The Moon, yeah. And the Four of Cups. Yeah, these are just people that feel like they missed out, or they know they're missing out, but it's like they don't want to admit that. They just want to make it seem like they can come around to you and offer you something and it could benefit you. But of course, they still want something in return. So if you have a feeling that there's people trying to come back around to you, trying to reconcile, and deep down you feel like it's just not the best decision to make, at least not right now, then definitely use your discernment and just listen to yourself. Listen to how your body feels and how it reacts when you get that phone call from somebody that you really don't want to talk to, or you randomly bump into someone that you cut off for a valid reason. Make sure that you keep that in mind before you just, you know, accept any and everybody back into your life, especially once you have reached this milestone. 6 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands. Like, that's really big energy here. So keep your peace protected, keep your environment protected. Make sure that you're catering to yourself. Stick to your self-care routine. Make sure you're on top of your mental health, and don't be afraid to say no and set up those boundaries, because, you know, sometimes people can feel very entitled to what you have because they're your family or they're your friends, or they used to be, you know, they used to know you. Think about the ones who were there when you were working hard to get to where you are. If you were by yourself, building and putting in all this work, then yeah, I think you already know the answer to that. So yeah, that's your reading, Power 1. I hope it resonates. Hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye. You have the Magician, the Three of Wands, and the Emperor. The current gossip about you is that you are a master at your craft. You're someone who can manifest very quickly. You're very, very skilled. You are extremely skilled. People are gossiping, saying that you're going places, like you're destined to go places. You're destined to become very successful. And whatever it is you're pursuing, whatever path you are pursuing, people are saying that you're going to be the top. You're going to be number one. You're going to be the best of the best. They're also talking about how something is going to happen very quickly for you. You have a lot of people who are predicting your future. Once you start something and you are consistent at it, you're going to just continue to grow very quickly. There's something about your path. It's going to be very successful in a short amount of time. People are also gossiping, saying that you learn very quickly. You could also be someone who memorizes things very quickly as well. You could have photographic memory. You have some people that feel like you are undercover, like you're a detective or something. Something about like your brain is just not normal, but it's in a beautiful way. People are saying that they feel like you're from a different planet because the way you move, the way you think, the way you do things is not like how everyone else does it. And you always think outside of the box. You could be very expressive through your clothing, through your makeup, your art, whatever it is that you create. People can see that your mind just operates completely different. And if you're not currently going towards any type of goal or career, they feel like you should, because you're going to be very successful. Whatever you put your mind to, you're going to succeed at it. There's somebody here that could be very spiritual. This person could be a witch, a warlock. They could call themselves this. Some of you, this could be a reader or a couple of readers. You have people that are very interested in you. If you are currently posting something online, your arts, your craft, or you are putting yourself out there around your neighborhood, I'm hearing a ringing in my right ear. You're putting yourself out in a community, or you're very active in your community. There's a lot of people that are interested in you, and they could see that you have a bright future. Even if they're not pulling cards, or they're not getting any type of premonitions or any type of downloads, there's people that can see something in you. Some of you have like this spark in your eyes, especially when you talk about certain things that you're really interested in. But your energy gives off like superstar. You may end up receiving a Nobel Peace Prize. There's something very like infatuating with your energy, but it's also very, I don't know if I want to say ancient. I keep hearing a ringing in my ears. It's like you've been here already. You've been on this earth. You've done something already. Like your energy is very familiar. You don't look familiar, but your energy, your aura. So you can remind people of someone who has reached some type of goal, someone who has made some type of change. You may resonate with my last gossip reading, but there's something about you that's very important. Like you are destined to do something great, something grand. You have the Six of Pentacles and the Temperance. Yeah, I feel like you're going to have people that will patronize you as well because of what you do. You may end up moving somewhere very far away from where you grew up. You could end up building a home on like very open land. You may even travel somewhere very far, somewhere where there's a beautiful ocean. Some of you may even move to an island. You may do this abruptly. There's something about your energy where there's more to you. You have a lot of depth to you. But you embracing this side is going to pay off, and you're going to be able to sustain a living from this. Some of you may fear pursuing this path because you may feel like it's not going to be as lucrative, but it will. You already have people that are waiting in line, waiting for somebody like you, waiting to cross paths with somebody like you, waiting to hear what you have to say. There's something very special about your energy. Five of Swords. I can understand why you may be a little bit hesitant, or maybe you're keeping something low-key if you are already pursuing this path. But it seems like you just don't want to deal with any type of like unnecessary drama, which is completely understandable. You don't want to deal with people trying to make it seem like you're wrong or argue with you, or just any type of like unnecessary conflict. You're trying to avoid that. And that could be why you end up moving very far away. Someone that's secluded, away from the city life, away from, you know, a lot of people. I was thinking of that song, I think it's called Cheers by Rihanna. I think she said, people are gonna talk, don't matter if you're doing bad or good. She said something like that. I have to re-listen to it. But I feel like that's something that you need to understand, which is, you know, you obviously already know, but you may have to like tell yourself this. It doesn't matter whether you're doing bad or good. People are gonna talk about you. People are gonna judge you. But you have so many people who need someone like you. They need to hear someone like you. They need to be able to relate to somebody like you. And you know this, like you have a very strong urgency to get up and do something, to get up and speak. But you may hesitate. You may find yourself getting ready to do something, but then you stop. But it's also something that you can't stop thinking about. So I would just say take it a step at a time. Don't feel like you have to just rush into it and give 110%. Just take it day by day, step by step, until you start to get comfortable. But I feel like this is what you're destined to do, and you may try to run away from it, you may try to dismiss it, but it's always going to come to the surface because it's where your heart wants to be. So whether you start now and build and grow, or you let 10, 20 years pass, you're still going to think about doing this. Whatever this is to you, whatever this means to you, this is something that you're passionate about. But you have a lot of blockages that you can easily overcome. So like I said, you can start now and start building and, you know, start doing what you need to do now, or 10, 20, 30 years will pass and you're still going to end up doing it. Like this is something that you can't run away from. It doesn't have to be as deep as I'm saying it is. It can be as simple as you wanting to do something fun. You wanted to pursue a side hustle and make it your main source of income. You wanted to travel the world, do something fun, do something different. That's what's going to stick with you because it's something that you want to do and you think about it all the time. So instead of avoiding it, running away from it, or allowing external forces to block you from your happiness, you can just start, whether you have all the tools or not, because there's still support here. Six of Pentacles that can grow into the King. Slow motion, steady motion is better than no motion. So ultimately it's up to you. But a lot of you watching this pile, you have an amazing gift. You have a natural gift, a natural skill that people work extremely hard to possess. People end up leaving this earth before they're even able to reach the heights that you'll reach effortlessly. This is something that you are born with. So you can embrace it or keep running, but you're going to end up coming right back to it. You can't outrun what is already in you. All you can do is embrace it. You have the Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, wow, and the Star. I have nothing else to say to you. I have nothing else to say to you. So that's your reading pile 2. I hope it resonates. Hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye. You have the Queen of Swords, the Devil, and the Two of Swords. I was getting that Queen of Swords energy when I was shuffling. So the gossip about you is that you are someone who is extremely honest and you're not afraid to hold yourself accountable. They're gossiping saying that you're someone who will not play victim. You're going to be honest and upfront in the role that you play in situations. You're not afraid to admit that you may have some toxic ways. They also gossip about how you're someone who doesn't tolerate toxicity. It's like you're willing to have a conversation and understand where a person is coming from or why a person did what they did, but you're not going to sit and just take and accept anything. They're gossiping saying you're somebody who does not like to repeat yourself. If that person didn't hear you the first time, oh well, they didn't get the message. People are also saying that you have a lot of people that are stuck on you, whether you have dated them or not. You have a lot of love interest. You have a lot of people who are waiting in line to date you, to get to know you. And it seems like you're just taking your time. But they're definitely saying that you're someone who's not going to settle. You don't care what that person has. If they're not making you happy, you're not going to stay there. You would rather be with someone who doesn't have as much but has enough than someone who has more than enough but they're simply not a good person. You choose the other option because at least they're a good person, at least they're kind to you. So they're saying that you're very strict when it comes to things in your life, but this is something that people love about you. Like they really, really love this about you. You have a lot of respect for yourself. You have a lot of people who admire you as well. Whether they say this to you or not, this is how they truly feel. People are also gossiping saying that you've been this way since you were a kid. You've never been easily influenced. You never let people tell you what to do, or you're not a follower, you're a leader. You don't care if you have to stand alone. You don't care if you have to walk alone or face the world alone, then it'll just be you against the world. You have a very straightforward, it is what it is type of mindset. They talk about how you are extremely intelligent. They're also saying that you are someone who was raised the right way. Others of you could have raised yourself. Regardless, they feel like your experiences in life and the things that it has taught you has really put you in a very amazing position. You could be someone who doesn't care to speak your mind, and you don't care whose feelings it hurts because you know that you're not saying anything hurtful. You're telling people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. And although sometimes it can be maybe a little triggering for some people, they do appreciate your honesty because they don't get it often. They don't have people telling them what they need to hear straightforward often. So they respect that at least you're the one to do it. You're someone who can break the news to them and give people a reality check. You have the Death and the Four of Cups. People are gossiping saying that you're not afraid to end situations because you know there's always something better. You're not afraid to cut people off because you know there's always something better. If this didn't work, then the next thing will. And if that doesn't work, then the next thing will. Like, you're not going to sit and, like I said before, settle just because. I feel like you have all ages, all demographics that look up to you, that love the way you carry yourself. They also say that you're someone who's not sensitive. Like, you can dish it and you can definitely take it. But even once you take it, you're going to dish it right back. You're going to dish it right back to that person. So, yeah, people are saying, like, if you're going to say something to pile 3, you better be ready for them to come right back. And they can go on and on and on. And you'll walk away from that conversation like, maybe I should have just kept my mouth shut. Maybe I should have just, walked away or left it alone. Some of you may have been the type of student to get kicked out of class. You may have had to go to ISS. You may have dealt with different situations like that in school, but like you were still an A student. You were still passing. You still graduated. Some of you could have been top of your class. You could also be multifaceted, and you could also be someone who can multitask. But you have a very complex mind and a very complex approach. So even when people are trying to expect something out of you or expect you to do or say something, they get something completely different. Like, you always have people on the edge of their seat because they don't know what to expect. Even when they think they know you, they don't. Nine of Pentacles. A lot of people talk about how you can do a lot on your own and you're fine. You don't need anyone to help you or support you. You could be someone who says that you can do bad all by yourself. People are gossiping saying that they feel like you have eyes at the back of your head, or you have multiple arms, you have multiple hands. Like you're able to do so much and you're able to see so much, but they feel like you're someone who would rather do things by yourself than to ask for anyone to help you do it. And you're not going to have someone around you who is going to add problems or make something more stressful than it needs to be. So they feel like you're going to settle down when you find someone who is on the same level as you. When you find your King of Swords, then you'll chill, you'll settle down. But you're not going to let someone come around you that's not on the same level as you. Whatever your energy is, you're the king, you're the queen, you're the emperor, you're the empress. Whatever it is, that person needs to match your energy. So you do have a lot of love interest, a lot of people who are trying to get to know you, maybe through your friends and family members. And this is what they're telling them. If you're not going to bring 110%, matter of fact, if you're not going to bring 200%, don't even go over there. Because, yeah, pile 3 is not, they're not going to deal with it. If you're not where you need to be, you're not where you want to be, don't even go. Because pile 3 is not the one. Or the 2. You have the 8 of Wands here. You have the 7 of Cups. And you have the Star. Some of you may have some messages in pile 2. But yeah, your energy is very straightforward. You know what you want. And people around you are definitely noticing this as well. And they have a lot of respect for you. They respect that you're not just settling for anyone or anything. And they respect that you're continuing to keep your boundaries up. You're continuing to stay true to yourself. And you're not going to bend or fold according to society's standards or limits or social media or anything like that. You don't care. You're living your life the way you want, and that's what it is. So yeah, that's your reading, pile 3. I hope it resonates. Hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate that. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.